Micro silver. Hey, are you familiar with this stuff? I've been kind of collecting this and holding on to it and just stashing away. Here's a little sample of it. I'll show off a little bit of micro silver. And, I consider anything that is just a teeny little tiny piece, maybe a quarter ounce or less of silver that is pint size. And so let me show you a little bit of that. It's kind of fun to collect, actually. Look, here is the Ace of Hearts. And what is this? A little bull and bear, 999 fine silver, 10 grammer, little 10 grammer there. And even my friend, Silver Bar Stacker, made his own little 1 grammers. Take a look at this. Silver Bar Stacker, 1 grammer. And, I like collecting this little oddball stuff. 2 gram triangle. I found this at the LCS and I had to pick it up. They make all kinds of little 1 grams of various designs and everything. There's the 8 ball. And this is kind of interesting. Some people consider this tiny little silver like prepper silver. They think, well, during the oncoming apocalypse, this literally says trade for 1 dozen eggs, and it has a little picture of a little carton of eggs, a little dozen of eggs there. And I don't know if we're ever going to get to that point. But you might think, well, that's just utterly ridiculous. We'll all be dead. We're not going to be trading silver. And that's just some kind of little thinking of some strange people hunkered down in a bunker somewhere. But believe it or not, there's a lot more people that think like this than you'd actually imagine. Here's a piece of evidence right here. Look at this right here. I found this right here, this magazine in the grocery line, checking out. And, I think that whole idea of an apocalypse scares people enough to make things like this and buy magazines like the one I just showed you. And, that's on a lot of people's minds. Now, will we have an apocalypse where it's a Mad Max scenario? Ooh, here's a Geiger. Mad Max scenario? Or will it be more of an economic crisis and an economic apocalypse? I don't know. I'm betting on the good old USA to be intact for me and my kids and my grandkids someday. And, God forbid we ever have any kind of apocalypse. But that's not why I save this. Oh, Scottsdale. I save it just because I think it's cool. It's a novelty. Here's a whole quarter ounce here. It's probably the biggest piece. But biggest piece and the smallest piece. What the heck? 5 grains of silver. Did you ever imagine that there'd be such a thing as a bar this small? And so when I see stuff like this, I think it's kind of cool. I put up a little sample for myself. Ooh, take a look at this. This reminds me of my riding days. I used to ride a Kawasaki Ninja. Not a bike exactly like this one, but Mrs. T made me get rid of it once we started having kids. But that's besides the point. They come in bars. They come in rounds. Here's a little prospector. And I don't know. I just thought I'd show off a little bit of what I call micro silver. And somebody made a chain out of this one. It's serialized, or a little pendant to hold on a chain. 5 grams of fine silver. How do you like that? So, and that looks kind of vintage, to be honest with you. Are you familiar with United States Commemorative Gallery, USCG? And there's more USCG. And so anyway, let me know down in the comments. Do you collect little Mike? Ooh, this is from Silver Dave. Silver Dave from Yankee Stacking fame, who has a place called the Local Silver Mint, and he made himself, and this, again, comes in a little, what he calls a barter bag for, after the apocalypse hits, you'll be bartering with silver. I don't know if that's all true, but I just think it's kind of a neat little novelty to put back and stash away. Look at all these tiny, tiny little 5 grammers. And anyway, hope you enjoyed this little sampling of my little, what I call micro silver. And stay tuned. I've got more to come. Okay, one lucky viewer is going to win some micro silver from yours truly. I'll put out a little sample here of silver for you, and maybe I'll even throw in a little bit more. Here we go. Here we go. So somebody who's watching this video right now is going to win all the silver that I'm showing you. There we go. Here's a little piece. And here's another one. Put that there. And even this, and maybe I'll even throw in a little bit more before it's all said and done. But somebody is going to win this silver right here. Keep watching, and I'll tell you how. But first, let me show you, well, who's going to win this. This is from last week. I did a video, and I encouraged you to watch, and I told you somebody would win this 1.5 ounce hand poured. This is a T-bar. I made this my very self. And so I auction these from time to time in my whatnot and my YouTube auctions, but and info on that is down in the video description. But somebody is going to win this. Keep watching, and so this will be given away right now, and this will be given away next week. So I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. All right, back to the old YouTube random comment picker, and you have to put in the URL. And I'm always a little clunky with this. 6 plus 7 is 13. And then, let's see, get your comments. Looks like there were 62 unique comments. And let's get her going here. All I have to do is hit the start button. And there they are. Scrolling by, who's going to win? Jim. Jim Houston. Congratulations, Jim. You have 48 hours to email me at tthesilverstacker@gmail.com. Okay, hey, congratulations to Jim. And again, this right here is up for grabs. Somebody's going to win some micro silver. But first, let me tell you how. First of all, you have to be a subscriber. Secondly, you have to hit the like button on this video. Third, you have to comment down below and comment with a keyword. I'll get to that keyword in just a moment. But first, let me let you know, this is a paid video. I am so grateful to have sponsors to help me do what I do and bring the crazy videos that I bring and travel around and bring you coin shop videos and you name it. A lot of that would not be possible, and neither would these giveaways, without an occasional sponsored video. And this video is disseminated on behalf of ATHA Energy Corp, U.S. stock symbol SASKF. And thank you to ATHA for the sponsorship and the opportunity to give away some free silver to my viewers. Again, this video is disseminated on behalf of ATHA Energy Corp. So what does ATHA do? Uranium. They are in the uranium mining business. So let's talk a little bit about uranium. Let me bring it to your attention that formerly the U.S. partnered with Russia and Vladimir Putin. And, because of what's happened over the last couple of years, 2-3 years, that relationship that went kaput represented a large chunk of the uranium that this country uses. Step in ATHA. They are a Canadian company, our friendly neighbors to the north. And this presents a huge opportunity for a company like ATHA. And once you hear about ATHA, I think you will be impressed. Let me give you some of the details. First of all, they have the largest land package in Canada, 4.8 million acres of land. That's a lot of land. And they happen to have this land in a very key location. First of all, the Athabasca Basin, loaded with uranium. Very, very high concentration of uranium. Also, the Thelon Basin. These basins are like bowls for that uranium was collected in over the millennia, and now it is time to harvest it and put it to use. As I mentioned, those areas contain the highest grade uranium. Now, having the land is one thing. They also have a large cap position, 137 million to be exact, and that puts them in a position to not only have the land, but able to mine that uranium. And all that money, 137 million, that's necessary because exploring is extremely expensive. It involves a lot of boots on the ground. It involves a lot of core samples, and it's very, very involved. It requires a large pile of cash in order to make that happen. Now, ATHA has a leadership team with incredible credentials. These guys have been leaders in the industry at various companies that have done mining over the decades and have been responsible for hundreds of thousands of tons being mined. And so you put all this talent together with ATHA, and you've got one of the most talented groups. You've got the most talented group you could possibly assemble. How about the projects? What are they doing up there in Canada? First of all, you have the Angelac project, then the Gemini. They also have other exploratory projects, and these projects are going to surely yield lots and lots of uranium. ATHA is led by a guy named Troy Beausoleil, and Troy has a ton of experience in the Athabasca Basin, and that's basically his backyard. He knows it, and he is going to find that uranium. Now let's talk a little bit about timing. Timing is everything. Why ATHA? Why right now? Well, let me show you the Lisson curve. It basically shows that the exploration and discovery phase, which is where ATHA is right now, is the most profitable. I repeat, the most profitable time to get in on a stock like this. Get in early, and those who are in early and have faith in the projects are rewarded the most handsomely. What price, you ask? Well, it's very affordable right now. Take a look on your screen. That is the current share price, and pretty affordable. Just about anybody could get in and pick up shares of their own. Now, let me tell you, when it comes to stocks, I am not a financial advisor. You've heard me say this before, but I do encourage you to do your own due diligence. That means do your own research on ATHA or any stock for that matter that you're considering. But ATHA is a company that I certainly encourage you to check out. They have a very robust website, and so I encourage you to take a look at ATHA. And if you have any desire whatsoever to have uranium exposure in your portfolio, ATHA is a company that I strongly encourage you to take a look at. As far as the junior miners go, they have a lot going for them. Now, I told you towards the middle of this video that I'd be giving away the silver right here, and I am. All you have to do is use the keyword Canada in your comments. So be sure to comment down below, use the word Canada, and you will be eligible. And just like this piece that I just gave away earlier in this video, one of you will win this right here. Thanks for watching, everybody.